Hi, tribers. How are we all doing today? How is everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope your day has been good so far. Welcome to day 4. Yes, I am excited. This is day 4 of our 90-day challenge. So, if you're here, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you made it to the call. And hopefully, you will pick something that you will run with today. Okay. So, I just want to start by asking a question. Yes. Today we're going to be talking about consistency, which is something that most times we struggle with. Okay. So, have you ever started something really exciting, something you've been excited about? You spoke about it and you were so pumped up, fired up, ready to go, and you felt super motivated at the beginning. Okay. But along the line, you lost your momentum. After a few weeks, you were like, okay, I'm just going to stop, or you just couldn't continue. Don't worry, you're not alone. We all have been there. Or let me speak for myself. I have been there over and over and over again. And that's one of the reasons why I'm showing up for the next 90 days and working with you so we can put systems and structures in place that will transform our lives for the best. Okay? So think about it this way. Consistency is the secret sauce to success. Whether it's in your personal life, in your business, or even showing up here and making money online, consistency is that secret sauce that we need to get to where we want to get to. Okay. So, what does consistency do in our lives? Consistency builds trust. Think about it. Consistency actually makes people know you when you show up regularly. You're there regularly, you're talking to people, you're answering people. They know you, they believe in you, they believe in your brand and your message, whatever message you're trying to pass across. People are beginning to see you, hear you, know you, and they believe you. So consistency actually builds trust. People know we can depend on her, we can rely on her because she's going to show up regardless. Regardless of what happens, if we reach out to her, she's going to respond and she's going to answer us. Okay? So now you have people that trust you, people want to do business with you, and they want to buy from you. And even you now can start trusting yourself because you know that I said I will show up and I showed up. So you're beginning to trust yourself as well. So it makes it easy for people to see through you and trust you. Another thing that consistency does for us is it creates habits. Consistency helps us to build habits, to put habits in place. Small daily actions consistently leads us to big results. And so once we start showing up consistently, even if it's doing the very little things, we show up every day. We learn how to make money online. We invest 30 minutes in learning something new. We pick up a new skill and we're committed to, by the time we show up and do it consistently, it automatically becomes a habit for us. We no longer struggle to do it. But before we get to the point where it's now a habit and it comes naturally, we need to do it consistently. We need to show up regularly, doing that same thing. And sometimes you have to do the same thing over and over and over and over to see results. Okay. Another thing that it does is it creates momentum. Once you become consistent doing something, you're now excited about it. It brings about excitement. You have that momentum. No matter how small it is, you're doing those things. You're creating some momentum. You're excited. Like this life now. I did it for 3 days, and today it was, I wouldn't say it was very easy, but I kind of felt I had to show up because I've done 3 days. I need to do day 4, right? So even if you're not seeing results, just start showing up consistently and it will kind of create momentum for you. And then when we think about consistency in our business or in making money online on the online space, you want to show up daily. Whether it's digital marketing, whether it's network marketing, whether it's monetizing your skills to knowledge, which I'll be teaching, and also digital marketing, you want to show up consistently. Because if you're locked up in your home, it's just like you have products that you're selling and you produce the product, it's so good. And you bring it to your home, you put it in your room, and you lock the door. You never use it. You don't show people how to use it. You don't show people the problem it solves. Nobody's going to buy because nobody actually knows that you have that product in your home. right? So that's what consistency will do. Even in your online business, you need to show up regularly. What does that look like? You probably need to start posting once a day. Okay, you probably need to reach out to one person on social media every day. So if you want to grow your business online, you want people to know you, you want people to like you, you want people to trust you, you've got to show up consistently in this space. Okay. And then you need to take small steps, consistent small steps. Again, that could be posting online. That could be you probably coming on and doing a live video. And you don't have to post two, three posts every day. You can commit to posting once a day. You can commit to posting once a week. Whatever is convenient for you, or what sometimes I don't like to use convenience when we're talking about business, because some things are not convenient. We have to move out of our comfort zone. But whatever is doable for you, whatever is feasible for you, you need to incorporate it and start implementing it consistently. If it's showing up and learning one skill, it could be content creation, it could be copywriting, right? It could be how to be a virtual assistant or a social media manager. Whatever it is, you cannot learn the skills if you don't show up doing it. Okay, so it's about showing up every day and improving your skills, improving on yourself every single day. Once you do that, I can assure you that it's just a matter of time. There's something called the compound effect, right? So by the time you start doing these things bit by bit, it begins to compound. I always say compound interest or compound effect is when you do something and you don't see the results, but it's stacking up. It's stacking up, and boom, you're like, what's going on? Where are all those people coming from? Everybody's reaching out to me. They're asking me about my products. They're asking me about my services. They want to do business with me and all that good stuff. Where are they coming from? It's because you've shown up consistently. People have been watching you. People have been looking at you from a distance and want to know what value you can bring. And they've seen you show up consistently, even when nobody is engaging with you, even when somebody shared her post and she said, when she started going live, she would only have her husband comment, only her husband like, but she consistently showed up. And what happened? Now she would come live and she would have almost 100 comments, over 100 comments, 200 comments. Why? Because she stayed at it. Okay, so you want to commit to showing up consistently. It's going to create that result, and you will have the compound effect at the end of the day, whether it's making money, whether it's growing a following, whether it's earning a commission or increasing your income or replacing your, there's something I really love to say, where you replace your annual income to a monthly income. You heard that right. And you're saying, what's she talking about? Yeah, we've seen people replace their annual income to a monthly income. What they would earn in 12 months, now they're able to earn it in 1 month. But it doesn't happen overnight. You need to come out and you need to make it happen. Okay. And what are the challenges we face with being consistent? You say, Patience, I've tried to be consistent. I've tried to show up. It hasn't really worked for me. I know sometimes you've been showing up and you've been doing the things and you're like, I don't see no results. I don't see results. I've done this for a while now and I haven't seen anything happening. Nothing is moving. The needle is not moving. I want to remind you that success most times takes time. When you hear people talk about overnight success, it doesn't happen all the time. It rarely happens. It takes time. When you think about all these people doing amazing things and you hear their story, you hear that they failed multiple times. The only difference between them and us is that they were consistent. They never gave up. So you cannot start building a house and you're halfway through it and say, I can't live in the house because it's not completed yet, and stop building. You will never live in that home because you haven't completed it. It's the same thing with the success we're looking for. You can't start stacking the thing up and say, okay, I'm going to go sit down. Success takes time, and consistency is what bridges the gap between where we are and our success. It is consistency. So we cannot stop halfway through it. Okay, so you might not see results yet. You might not have seen big results yet, but every step you take, I assure you, trust me when I say this, every step you take brings you closer to your goal. Every single step you take is bringing you closer to your result. It's bringing you closer to the success that you want. Okay, so just keep showing up. And again, One of the reasons why people stop and they say, you know what, I'm done, I cannot be consistent, is because they're overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed. Oh, I'm so overwhelmed. I feel burnt out. The reason why you feel that way is because you're taking too much at a time. You're not focused. You're taking so many things at a time. Even some things that you can delegate and ask someone to do, you want to do it all by yourself. You might not be able to manage everything on your own. So you want to ask yourself, what are the things I can do? No matter how small, I can start with them. So focus on small, manageable tasks. Okay. Instead of taking on so much on your plate, and at the end of the day, you've not done anything. Pick one thing every day and say, what can I do to make this better? How can I work on this one thing and consistently work on it? Once you've gotten the hang of that, you can add something else. And as I teach you how to make money online, I want you to think of one thing that you can do. What is that one thing I can do? What is that one thing I can commit to doing and showing up for? And another reason why some people say, you know what, I'm done here, is their motivation fades. I'm no longer motivated. I don't feel like doing it. I don't enjoy it anymore. That is why I encourage you to build habits. Build habits that helps you show up. Build habits that keeps you going. When you think about it, a lot of things we do in life, we're not motivated to do it. Sometimes even as a spouse, you're not motivated to love your partner, but because you know you've made a commitment to that partner, you're going to stay through it, right? So it's the same thing with your business. Sometimes the motivation fades. Even as a parent, sometimes you're not motivated to parent your children. You're tired, you're exhausted, they're doing stuff, you don't want to say anything, you're ignoring them. You're like, I don't see that. But you still parent them. You're still their mom, you're still their dad. It's the same thing with our business. When you don't feel like it, ask yourself, what's the little thing I can do to make it happen? Okay. And I'm going to share with you practical steps to staying consistent before we go today. How can I stay consistent? Set clear goals. What do you want to achieve? What is your why? Why do I want to make money online? Because I want financial freedom. Why is financial freedom important to you? Sometimes we say, oh, I want to give my kids the best. Why is giving your kids the best important? Sometimes if you dig deep, you find out it's because of some childhood trauma or some things that you've gone through as a child. And that is why it's important for you to make money. Once you're able to dig deep and know your why, it helps you set very clear goals. Do you want to make $1,000 extra every month? Do you want to do digital marketing? Do you want to do network marketing? Do you want to convert your skills, your knowledge, and your hobbies to cash flow? Whatever that is for you, just be clear about it and be clear on how much you want to make. Most times, people that have been so clear about their goals and how much they want to make monthly have superseded that. They have exceeded that, just by being consistent and being clear about their goals. So I want you to set very clear goals. The next thing you want to do is start small. Commit to one non-negotiable task every day. For me, in the next 90 days, one non-negotiable task is to make this video. It's to be on here live. That's one non-negotiable task for me every single day. So for you, what is that non-negotiable task? It could be making one post a day. It could be committing to learning or reading a book 30 minutes a day. It doesn't have to be 2 hours a day. I was saying that I was committing to reading one book a week, and we had the conversation, and someone said, mine is one a month, but now you're challenging me. And I said, no, don't be challenged. If one a month is what you want to do, that's fine. Let's start from there. Okay. And then you want to start journaling. You want to track your progress. How am I doing with these goals that I've set for myself? How am I doing with the tasks that I'm supposed to do? Every evening you sit down, you look at everything, review everything, and say, how far have I come? How much further do I need to go? Okay. And you want to find accountability to help you stay consistent. And that's why we have this community. Sometime along the line, we'll be able to create some form of accountability in our community. But for now, we don't have that. But you have me to be accountable to. You can put it in the comment section what you want to do. Okay, what you're committing to doing to show up consistently. And you want to connect with people that have similar goals as you, people that can motivate you, people that can encourage you, and people that can push you to achieve your dreams. And I hope that with all of the things that we've spoken about, you're going to commit to showing up consistently. You're going to commit to building the life that you want. And this is a 90-day challenge. You can pop up here every single day and see what we're talking about and learn something. And if this was if this was very educational, or you learned something, share this to someone you feel will benefit from this. Invite your friends and loved ones to join us and learn from what we're talking about, okay? And we're going to grow. We're going to become everything we desire to be according to God's divine order for us. So thank you for being here, and thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all, and I will see you all tomorrow for day 5 of our challenge. Okay? All righty. Thank you. Okay.